Hello, my beautiful chosen ones. How are you doing? I hope all is well. I'm having a cup of coffee as usual. I love my coffee, yeah. My cup, it says, all things are possible to those who believe. Okay. I am all about manifesting. I'm all about creating, being a co creator of my reality. And I want to always encourage you all to do the same. I'm going to start most of my videos out now with a positive message. So this will be one of the positive messages I have for you all. Yeah, one second. So yes, I want to encourage you guys with some sort of message in the beginning of my videos, and then we just carry on. Okay. So as you can see by the title, I know some of you might be like, well, I'm gonna break it down. Okay, I'm gonna break it down. So, chosen ones, I truly believe that we are people's karma. Okay. Us chosen ones, healers, light workers, empaths, okay, we are people's karma because when you think about it, and I've seen that we signed up for it, okay, because I know I didn't. If y'all signed up for it, let me know. But I know I did not sign up for this job because it is a headache and it is a heartache a lot of times until you start to understand the pattern. Everything in life, there is some sort of pattern there. Even when it comes to numbers, when it comes to people, relationships, whatever, there's a pattern. Okay. What I've noticed from my life, as well as watching other chosen one videos, I'm so thankful for YouTube. I'm so thankful for our community because we're able to find one another, as well as our TikTok communities, our Instagram communities, just social media, period. I know social media gets a bad rep for the tragic and the gossip and the negative, but there are good parts to social media, and that's the parts I like to stick with. The parts that's uplifting, that's enlightening, that's encouraging, the ones that's on the same journey as you when you thought you were alone. And you realize, wow, there's like 10,000, 50,000, 60,000 other people going through the same drama, mess, or even worse than me. And that doesn't mean like, we want you to, but it does feel good to see that you're not alone. You're not the crazy one. You're not the one that's just off their rocker, like I say. That no, there's something seriously going on here. But yes, when I look at other chosen ones videos, I see all the turmoil and all the drama and the chaos and the toxicity that we've all gone through with people. And it's just like, what's the odds? Because not everybody has this story. Not everyone shares the same story. But a lot of us in this chosen community, we do. And it's not a coincidence. I truly wholeheartedly believe that God assigned that to us chosen ones, that we are going to be people's karma in the aspect that God has placed us in certain individuals' lives to teach them a lesson. And I believe God picked us. Those of us, again, who are the starseeds, the healers, the empaths, the HSPs, highly sensitive people. God picked us to be that person, to show the narcissists, the other abusive people. Narcissist is the big thing, and I'm going to start doing more videos on narcissists because unfortunately I've had several run-ins with them, and it's something that needs to be talked about more. I mean, there's a lot of channels on here, but everybody's story is different. But the narcissists, the other abusers, the liars, the deceivers, the snakes, the betrayal, all of those things, God picked us chosen ones for these particular people because they will never, once they lose us, we are and we were the best thing that ever happened to these disgusting people. And these disgusting people that are narcissists, it's not just tied to lovers. It could be friends. It could be family members. It could be church members. You all know I'm always going to go down that list. Sorry, yeah, like I said, my daughter loves to be up when I record. But yes, it can be any of these people. So don't just tie it to just one particular thing, any of them. God normally places a light bearer in these certain individual lives. I've noticed that. And again, it's because once they lose us, once they continue to keep treating us like garbage, crap, and we get the courage to leave, we finally say, I'm done with the abuse, no matter who you are. I'm done. I'm excommunicating myself. I'm no longer playing your sick games. I'm blocking you. I'm cutting off communication, no contact. These people are going to feel the worst sorrow they've ever felt in their entire lives. When a chosen one leaves out of your life, it is not like other people who leave out of your life. You will feel like shit. You will literally feel like your whole life went to hell. And I am not joking, and it is not about being a flex. It's because you chose to treat one of God's chosen like shit. And now you're going to suffer what it feels like to be without them. And we are a blessing to anybody we're around. So the fact we are a blessing to anyone's lives we come across, okay? That's our biggest flex, like one of our biggest flexes, okay? We are the blessing. And that's not being cocky or arrogant, it's the truth. I've seen it. I've seen the impact that I make when I come into people's lives. And it's beyond looks, it's beyond just the surface level crap. Anybody can be beautiful. Anybody can have money. Anybody can have a car, a house. But it's the value. It is the value that we add and that we bring. And that cannot be duplicated. I told every single last one of my exes, every single last one of them, even before I really like developed any type of relationship with God. And these people lied, they cheated, they stabbed me in the back, whatever. I said, you mark my words. You mark my words. You will never, ever find anyone that is better than me. And that is not being egotistical or any of that. You will find another woman or another man, you know, chosen one, whether you're a woman, you know, or a man watching this. They will find another gender because that's easy. You can literally go down the street and meet someone, hook up with them, go out with them. But what you will find very hard is someone that is just amazing all around. And when God chooses you, best believe there's something extremely amazing about you. And again, it's beyond the surface level. So when these people, again, they mess up that blessing, it will haunt them forever. And I've told people this. My mom, she doesn't like when I've told people, mark my words. But I say that because that's how strongly I believed in that. And none of my exes, none of them who did, especially the ones who did me wrong, they never wound up with something better than me. If anything, their life went to shit, especially in their dating life. How can you upgrade from one of God's chosen? Unless he places another chosen one in your life. But do you honestly think God's going to allow you to mess around with one of his chosen ones not once but twice? Again, that first one was that karma for you. Because again, you thought you were going to play one of God's chosen when in actuality, God is the ultimate chess player, baby. So when you thought you were getting over on one of us, God was like, haha, best believe baby girl, baby boy's going to have the last laugh. They're going to have the last laugh, okay? God already, you cannot get over on God. Like, I really wish more people would stop and use their brain to see you're not going to get over on God. So when you think you're going to get over on his daughter, his son, you're playing yourself. You're truly and truly playing yourself. But that's the thing. And that's why the Bible said there's no rest for the wicked. Because the wicked, they plot. They plot and they plan these things and they actually think they're going to win in the long run. You might do a little poke. You might do a little oops. You might hit a little bump. But you're not stopping shit. You cannot stop anything that God has going for anybody. God opens doors that no man can shut. And God shuts doors no man can open. But again, these morons, they don't understand that because they don't fear God. And the Bible tells you that fearing God is the beginning of wisdom. If you think that you are wise, you are intelligent, but you don't fear God, you're really an idiot. You're really stupid. You're really dumb. My favorite word on period. You've heard me say this several times. I wish I can get paid every time I'm saying stupid or dumb, because this is the common theme for people who think they're going to take advantage or do stupid things, and God's just going to sit back and be like, bet, okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you live an amazing life. Even though you spent your entire time here, half of your time here, trying to take advantage of my children. People don't use their brains. They don't think before they act. They don't think before they speak. They're fools. They're foolish. And that's again why we are their karma. So a lot of times we're wondering, why are we going through this? Why are we suffering? Why are we crying? Why am I a victim of narcissist abuse? Why am I a victim of toxic family members? Why am I a victim of friends? And again, during the time we feel like victims, but in the end, we're victorious. Okay? Children, we're not victims, but it feels like that in the moment. So I get it. But understand, the same way that God used Pharaoh, the same way that God used with Jacob and Esau, there's so many ways that God uses people to show his glory. In the end, God is showing these same evil people, these same wicked people who thought they was going to hurt us and get over on us. God's showing, again, I'm the ultimate chess maker. I know your evil intentions. And guess what? My son, my daughter, you thought you were going to hurt and abuse and use and move on? That's your ultimate downfall. We are their ultimate downfall, period. And I believe that's why God uses us in that sense. And again, now that we have our spiritual awakening, we're aware of this now. You know, if you're watching this, you're aware of that now. But during the times that these things were going on, you were wondering, why do I keep falling out with people? Why can't I keep friendships? Why can't I have genuine connections? There's a lot of associates, okay, that think they're friends, but they're really associates. I have tons of associates, like tons. I have very few genuine friends. Okay. Same thing with the lovers and the family members. We're wondering before we go through the spiritual awakening, why? Why me? Why does this keep happening to me? What is going on? Is it me? Like I told you all in videos earlier, back in August, I said it is always them, especially when you're a chosen one, it is always them. We know how to treat people. We know how to treat people. Again, I'm sure we've had our certain run-ins, especially when we were immature in certain areas. But we don't purposely go our way to hurt people. It doesn't exist. But there's people, evil people, who look at you, or they see that you're an empath, they see that you're a healer, they see you care, and they find ways to take advantage of that. And again, they think that they're getting over. They think when they're doing these things, they're laughing. They're like, she'll never know. He'll never know. But they're dumb because, again, in the end, God knows. And God's like, okay, my son and daughter was your blessing. And you messed that up. And so now you're going to suffer. Because, again, when we walk away, when we finally had enough and we disconnect ourselves from these people, oh, they feel it. We make them feel that same pain, if not worse. And those next relationships they get in, it might seem like it's going to go well and great in the beginning. But again, karma doesn't miss an address, baby. Okay? You're not going to screw over people and then you're going to go skip along, skip to do, into happily ever after land. It doesn't work that way. They will be punished. They will be destroyed. Some people get taken completely out. It just depends. It just depends on God's mood. But I wouldn't play that game with God. It's a dangerous game. But they find out eventually. But chosen ones, we are a lot of people's karma. We are. And again, God doesn't make mistakes. So in that, we learn a lot. I've learned a lot by being burned by people. And I move differently. I move very differently now. And I'm a lot more at peace now because I understand, you know, I understand. And God tells you in the Bible in Proverbs, He says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. You know, lean out on your own understanding. And I'm so glad I'm no longer in that place where I'm just leaning on my own understanding. Once I realized what God was doing in my life, as well as these other people's lives who were trying to take advantage of me, life became more peaceful. I became more aware. And I've guarded my heart. God told you to guard your heart because the flow of life, the flow of life comes from that. So you have to guard it. Not everyone belongs in your life. Some people should have never stepped foot in your life, but because of that loving, kind, and gentle heart, you allowed it. And God tells us that the greatest thing we can do is love people. So you weren't wrong for wanting to extend that love. It was their downfall. But if you don't want to keep seeing that repeated pattern, keep getting hurt, guard your heart. But those people, again, they played that role for you to be their karma, and they helped you to build, to become stronger, to become wiser, to guard and protect yourself. Because not everyone out here who smiles in your face, they can have a knife behind their back. Okay? And that's what pretenders and fake people do. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I've been rambling. I'm like on part 6 now. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and get another video going for you guys. Today's daylight savings, so we got an extra hour. And I'm up. I had my caffeine, so we're rolling. I got my coffee breath going. Y'all can see that. But yes, beautiful chosen ones. We are a lot of people's karma. And for some of us, that karma, that part is not over yet. So examine your life, see if these things match up, see if these things make sense. And yeah, more power and peace and love and light to you all, especially the times we're in, everything that's going on, especially if you don't have people around you to help build you up. Cling to God, okay? Cling to God. God's the only one who will never change, who will never leave nor forsake you. Remember that. I love you all. God loves you. And I will be right back with another video.